Hello everyone, how are you? It's been a few days, and before things change I wanted to go live for a minute. And you can see three bodies. One is back there, and that's Miss Lady. Everyone's been concerned about Miss Lady, but Lady is doing great. She's doing exceptionally well. So again, I know a bunch of people are just joining us now. That is a little ladybug back there. And over here we have the Wonder Twins. As Hana and I'm sorry, Mara and Hana, and again back there is little Lady. Lady's doing great. She's doing exceptional. We've talked about this before all week. A lot of people asked about Lady. Today she came back, and she's just been doing really well. She's actually in the same yard as the others, and she may walk away now. She's been really close for a while, but we wanted to share with you. So Lady came back today. She came up to the barn when we were doing treatment with Hana, and then she went into yard 3, which is to my right. And then after we got done with treatment with Hana, and after Hana and Mara went outside, Lady came in for her treatment. And after her treatment, she decided she wanted to go, she was very curious about the smells of Mara. And so she actually went out into the first yard, exactly the same yard that Mara and Hana were in. And she stood there for a little while, watching, and then she stepped away. And then she came back closer, and then she stepped away, and then came closer and stepped away. It's kind of been back and forth a little bit. And now she's in yard 2. She has been for a while. Hana and Mara came in yard 2. They're also very curious. There's some rumbles back and forth, some sweet talking back and forth. And sorry, shaking a little bit here. Sweet talking back and forth. Been very sweet, very gentle. But yeah, for those that didn't see yet, back there in the bushes, that's a little lady butt. Ladies came back to say hi today. She's not ready to fully interact, but she has done exceptionally well. Been very brave, very curious. Not completely confident enough to walk up to them, but she's been doing really well. So I'm going to zoom back out so you can see these two beauties. So everything's been going really well. We've had a lot of comments about Lady, and a lot of people saying, I want Lady to come, or I wish she felt more comfortable. And you know, it's goes back to the core element of what sanctuary is, and so much of it is it's about autonomy. It's about giving them the space that is theirs for them to make their decision on their time and let us know when it is that they are ready. But then we just can't help but put our human desires on them still. You know, we still want what we want for them, but it's not what she needed yet. It's not what she really wanted yet. She was, and really is, totally fine being off on her own. She's just exceptional. She's just doing remarkably well. Kat and I were going to do a video out there today in the very back of the habitat where she had been, just to show how comfortable she is back there, how wonderful and content she is. And before we got a chance to do that, she came back and surprised us all with her, you know, high level of curiosity. So things are going really well for Lady today. She's remarkable. She's amazing. She's come so far. But Sanctuary really is about honoring what it is that they want, what they need on their time. You know, so much of their life has been about the human desire. And, you know, while we want for them to have this beautiful relationship like Mara and Hana have, it's not all about that either. You know, it's about that freedom of choice. It's about being able to do your own thing, and really that's the most important thing that we can do for them is, you know, honor that. You know, truly honor that to the best of our ability. So this is again Mara over here on the right, Hana in front of her, and it's hard to see her now, but little lady butt. Try to zoom in again. There's a lady butt back there in the bushes. She's been a lot closer. Today she's been quite a bit closer and very watchful. very curious of the others. Somebody asked if she has been vocalizing. She has been rumbling. She was doing very soft, sweet rumbles back and forth with the girls. Mara did squeak a little bit, but a lot of soft, sweet rumbles back and forth. Carrie just asked, how are ladies' feet? They're looking really good. We have to do some more work on them. She's been out in that big yard for a few weeks. So today she came back and did foot soaks. Very likely that later this afternoon she'll come back in if she wants to, and we'll do some foot trimming, see where they are. But the movement, the exercise, the muscle that she's building, all of those things are going to help. Her stamina, blood oxygenation, the better circulation, all of those things are going to have it's what has the biggest impact on her overall foot health, their overall foot health. So yeah, they're doing really, really well. She's doing great. She's come a long way. Somebody asked if they sleep standing up or laying down. They will sleep laying down. If they're comfortable where they are, they will sleep laying down. Some elephants don't lay down for long periods of time, but most of them do lay down and get off their feet. Hana and Mara are still tired. They are still, I think, partying too much at night, but they're doing well. They're really sweet, lots of rumbles, lots of talking between them. Somebody asked about, somebody asked if that was Lady. Yes, it's Lady, way back in the distance now. She went behind the bushes, you won't be able to see her anymore. Somebody asked about Mara. I mean, Maya's relatively close too. But because Lady's being so brave, we don't want to bring Maya in right now because Lady is just showing that she's doing really, really well. Somebody also asked what happens if you put them all in the same yard. Basically what's going to happen is Lady's going to be really insecure. She might be a little bit fearful. So what we have to do is just take it slow. She has shown us that we need to take more time. Through her insecurity, through her behavior, she has demonstrated that when she's ready, she comes closer. But when it's too much for, I'm not paying attention to the screen. When it's too much for her, she steps back away again. So we have to honor that first and foremost. If you push past those insecurities or try to force a scenario, it just doesn't serve. It doesn't help them build that self-confidence. It actually does the exact opposite. It can exacerbate their insecurities, exacerbate their lack of trust that humans are going to be there for them. So we have to be very, very sensitive and aware of what it is that the situation we're putting them in. Hold on a second, I have a question here that somebody asked. Oops. I just lost it. Sorry, somebody asked a question about, is it Mara or Hana who swings out her front legs as she walks? Why is that? That's Hana. Hana has a very, very old injury, decades old injury to her elbow. It's completely fused, has been for years. Way back to when she was performing in circuses, there's actually video when she would do the circus tricks of standing on her back legs, and that front left leg would be straight out in the air. So it's been fused for years and years and years. Hi, Auntie Louise. I think I saw my mom there too. Hi, Mom. You guys are great. Thanks for joining us, my family, friends, and everyone who supports the sanctuary, who makes this all possible. We are just so thrilled to have you guys here and enjoying this with us. Yeah, Maya was with them yesterday for a long time. Maya actually just came back relatively close recently. She was gone for most of the morning. But since Lady was back closer, we wanted to let her have that space and not overwhelm Lady by having 3 elephants in the same yard. It's pretty remarkable what Lady did today. She's just growing so much and, gaining so much more self-confidence. Again, going back to the beginning of this, so many people want, and even us, we want to have them all together, but at the same time, that's our desire, that's our human stuff. That's our human element of what we want for them, but it may not be what they're ready for, and it may not be what they want. Lady is showing us today that she wants to do more, but she's just not ready. She's, still insecure, so she needs more time to gain more trust and again, that's, the most pivotal element of sanctuary is honoring what they need, letting them lead us through. It was really, really fast in Mara's case, and the Hana response to Mara's arrival was remarkable. Huge vocalizations, a huge welcoming party, but even that made her a little bit insecure. So she had to work through that a little bit as well. So it's just, I don't know, it's just honoring the process of life, honoring the recovery, and each one is very different. Somebody said the elephant's more active at night or during the day. They're definitely here, they're more active at night. They're very active at night. They're all very sleepy during the day. And somebody else sleeps in the morning, and then they are all over the place at night. It's really wonderful. It's actually beautiful to be out here at night. Somebody said they're enjoying a lovely snack there. Why is it that they're eating? I just gave them some hay. These girls have been hanging out relatively close still. We actually were going to open up to let Mara and Hana into the next yard over, one of the big yards today, but we decided to allow that time for Lady instead. It's about prioritizing which is most pivotal, and with the great strides that Lady had made today, we wanted to honor that first. So these girls are relatively close, giving them a little bit of hay. We had given Lady some hay also, and I didn't want Hana to go try to get the hay that Lady had, so I didn't want to displace Lady. So we do a little bit like this just to help out, keep things a little bit passive, and give them a chance. Sorry, it's a little dark back there. It's hard when they're in the shade like that, and it's a really beautiful bright day today. Somebody asked about construction in African section. It's still moving forward. We had to pull the guys off to do several other small projects for a while, but it is moving forward. The fence is moving forward, and next week, hopefully, if I get another couple little things done, they'll be able to jump back into the fence project. But it's really it's continuing. It's on its way. I'm going to move again, see if Lady's back there. I don't think I can see her back there. She's at the back corner of this yard. So, all right, guys, I'm going to have to go. I just wanted to show you Lady before she left the screen. Somebody said, will they eventually act as a herd? Yeah, it's quite possible. It's so funny. Every time I say I got to go, then I start answering more questions. But okay, last question. Will they eventually become a herd? Yeah, it's possible, but we have to consider that the damage that has been done in captivity. These girls have been through so much, not only with the isolation and lack of social interaction, but with all the trauma and being stolen from their families, and just the list goes on and on of what these girls have endured. And that trauma, it runs deep. It would be wonderful and ideal and perfect life if they all act as a full herd. They may or may not. Hopefully they do. But if they don't, they still have a beautiful life, and they can still have friendships even without acting as a fully functional herd. Right now, we still don't have a true leader. We don't have that Gita type quality that just seemed to know, to have that really strong presence and all-knowing kind of mentality. So we don't really have that. We have a lot of really wonderful, amazing elephants, very interconnected and very, just amazing elephants. But we don't have anybody that's that natural-born leader. I'm sure somebody will come along. We don't know who that will be, but at this point, no one's really stepped up into that role. We'll see what happens as the numbers increase. It's just still 4 elephants from vastly different lives. A lot of people are thinking that Mara and Hana lived together before. We don't know that yet. A lot of people are actually devoting a lot of time to trying to figure it out. For us here, their history is not as important as their future. It's what we can give them for tomorrow, and honoring what it is that they have together, and that they had this magical moment. Will hopefully continue to evolve into a beautiful friendship, much more in-depth friendship, where they truly get to know each other on a much higher plane. So while we're curious about the past, what drives us more is what's happening now and what we can give them tomorrow. So we don't know how it's all going to evolve. As you know, I could keep talking forever, and I'm sorry. I do have to go. We have a lot to do. I'm going to go back in the check and see how Lady's doing back there. But thanks again for joining us. It's always a pleasure to share our lovely ladies. We appreciate you guys being part of this journey and making all this possible. My God, they're so cute. These girls are wonderful. All right, and you guys are wonderful as well. Thanks again. We will talk soon, and as soon as we have more things going on and more videos and photos to share, we will. Lots of love, lots of hugs, and eternal gratitude from all of us here at Elephant Sanctuary Brazil.